time are you? I'll take the passenger seat. We can drive around to the sky and see meet.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. So in today's video I'm doing a really exciting video, and that is my makeup collection. So before I do that, I just want to say I'm not trying to brag about the amount of makeup I have. Majority of this makeup I have saved my own money to buy. Like, my mum gives me pocket money and makeup is just what I like to spend it on, especially when I was a bit younger, like 13, 14. I have been collecting makeup since I was 13, and this is just what I've accumulated over just under 3 years. I did this video last year and it's my most popular video. It had quite a few likes. And without further ado, I really hope you enjoy the video. So I'm going to first show you what I keep on top of my Alex drawers. So I first have these flowers right here, which I absolutely love these. I got them from the range. And then I have a whole load of fragrances. This isn't even all of them. It's so bad. I have way too many. And then I have my makeup brushes over here, which are literally, all of them are from Spectrum. And they're really good makeup brushes. And ignore how dirty they are. I know they could do with the wash, but I definitely recommend Spectrum brushes. They're so good. So my first drawer is my base makeup drawer. So I'm going to start over here. So I have like some setting sprays and some primers. So I have the Pixie Glow Mist, which I'd highly recommend. I've got the Revolution Coconut Dream Primer. I've got the Too Faced Hangover Primer, and this is my holy grail. Like, I love this so much. Revolution Coconut thing is a really good dupe for it. I have the MUA Pro Base Cool and Soothe Stick, and this is really good, and this is apparently a dupe for the Milk Makeup one. I have a PS Glow Primer, which I've only used once, so I should get rid of that. And then I have the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set, and this is really good. I absolutely love this. And I've got a little sample of the Urban Decay All Nighter Spray. Then I have my concealers. I have quite a few concealers, but these are my absolute favourite. Quite a few of the MUA Pro Base concealers. I have the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer with Revolution Fast Base. I have a PS one. I have another e.l.f. one. I have a Revolution one. And then I have a backup of the e.l.f. one because it's almost finished. LA Girl one right here. And then I've got a Kiko one as well. Onto my foundations. I should probably get rid of a lot of these because I barely use any, but I've got my Too Faced Peach Perfect foundation, which I absolutely love this so much. I've got a PS one, a collection one, and then this is just a pot which I've mixed this foundation and some moisturizer in. And then I've got the NYX Bear With Me Angel Veil. This is really good, but it's a tinsy bit dark. I've got an e.l.f. one and a Lottie London one. Now here I have my powders. So I just have this MUA powder, and as you can see, I love this. I've got another MUA one. I've got Makeup Obsession one. I've got a PS one. Oh, and I've got another setting spray, which is the Barry Mist and Fix. And then I have a Makeup Obsession Advent Calendar one, which is so good. My second drawer is where I keep the rest of my face makeup, so like blush, highlighter, etc. I'm gonna just try and briefly go through this because I only have a few new additions from my last makeup collection. So I have the Too Faced Chocolate Bronzer, the Becca Champagne Pop. This is the Becca Champagne Pop highlighter. I got this for Christmas last year, so I'm filming this in 2020, but you're going to be seeing this in 2021. So I got this for Christmas 2019, and it is so good. Too Faced Love Flush Blush in Baby Love. This is the Too Faced Love Flush Blush, and then I have the Too Faced Blush and Highlighter Duo in Papaya Pop. So this is a duo. The highlighter is a tinsy bit dark for me, but I use it as a bronzer and it's really good, and the blush is such a beautiful shade. I then have 3 of the I Heart Revolution blushes. I've got one of the Blushing Heart highlighters in Goddess of Faith, then the blush in the shade Blushing Hearts, and the bronzer in the shade Summer of Love. And this bronzer is like so nice. Like, if you just swatch it like that, it is so shimmery. I love it, and I can also use this as an eyeshadow as well. The Kiko Glow Fusion highlighter, and this is like one of my favorite highlighters. I use this every single day for school. So good. I have a Revolution highlighter, and then I have a Milani blush as well. Okay, I'm going to move on to this compartment. I've got an MUA blusher. I've got a Natural Collection blush. I actually forgot about that. I have an MUA shimmer highlight powder. This, I literally can't express my love for this. This is like £3 and it's so good. But this is the highlighter swatch. This is another MUA highlight shimmer powder. I don't ever use this, but it's really sentimental to me because it was my first ever highlighter. I have a collection bronzer. I then have this e.l.f. duo, which I really like this. So this is the duo. It is so good. The bronzer is such a pretty color, and the blush is like, this is my favorite matte blush I own, and this palette is £5 and it's so good. This collection highlight, contour and sculpt. This was my first ever thing I got in terms of contouring and I love it. I have a Revolution Peach palette. This is the Revolution Peach palette. It's so good. I love it. It's like, reminds me a bit of the Too Faced one. An MUA light luster palette. This is so good and it's really affordable. And I have a Revolution Pro. I have a Revolution Pro palette, and as you can see, I use this a lot. I got this for my 14th birthday of my sister and I still use it. It's so good. Now moving on to the side bit, I've got a Poundland bronzer. I don't know why it looks so pale, but that is that. And then I have this. I have this Body Collection blusher, which I got for Christmas off my mum, and it's really good. Bunch of Makeup Obsession bits here, which I got in my calendar. I have a Makeup Obsession highlighter, the bronzer, I have a contour, I have a blusher, another highlighter, and then I have this Pearl highlighter, which I got in Poundland for my video. To London Shimmer Squad. I used to use this to death like a year ago, and I still love this, but I use it more in the summertime. This is so good. Like, anyone can use this. The shades are amazing. And then this shade here, the Queen Bee, is my absolute favorite. And then underneath that, Sun-Kissed Bronze Architect, if I can even get it out. And this is the Sun-Kissed Bronze Architect palette. It is really good. It's got a contour, a bronzer, a blusher and a highlighter. I then have the Lottie London Blush Crush in the shade Zane, and these were all named after One Direction members, and I really like that blush. And then I have a PS blush, and I have a Too Faced palette. This is a Too Faced Contour Cocoa palette. It's got all matte 3 highlighter shades and 3 bronzer shades. This is my favorite contour. It's the medium one, and it is really good. It's like cool, but it still somehow has a bit of a warm tint. And as you can see, I use that medium highlight to death. I have a few cream products. So I have this e.l.f. stick blusher, and then I have a Revolution concealer, which is a dark shade, which I use for contour. And I have the e.l.f. liquid highlighter, and then I have this Revolution liquid highlighter. I then have my Too Faced Sweet Peachy palette. This is so good. This is like all I use for blush. Well, it's not all I use, but like, this is my favorite thing to use for blush. The highlight is really good. The blush is my favorite. And then I have my Makeup Obsession So Lit palette. This is literally £10, and for the price, just look at that. Like, oh my god, this is so good for makeup artists. And this shade at the top here, like, don't be fooled by that. It looks white, but then if you swipe it, it's actually gold. As you can see, that's the most beautiful white gold, and it's reflecting off my ring light right now. And then this color at the bottom, I love this for eyeshadow. Like, oh my god, it is so good. Definitely buy this. Like, if you're buying anything from this video, then I would say buy this. Like, it is so. Underneath that, I have my Imagination palette. So I really like that shade My Gal, and the highlighters are so stunning in this. Like, I then have 2 of these Revolution palettes. So I have this highlighter one and this contour palette. I'm trying to move fast because I've already been filming for 15 minutes. Then I've got this bronzer from Sun-Kissed, which is absolutely a smash, but it's really good. And then I have my Revolution X Roxasaurus palette. So this is my Revolution X Roxasaurus palette. As you can see, I'm like kind of starting to hit pan on that colour there, and I used this so much when I was on a holiday, and this is better for the summertime, to be honest, but it's still a really good palette. Then I have 3 more palettes under here, which are all see-through, so I'm not going to open them. I have this Revolution blush palette. This is £4 and it comes with 8 colours. Like, that is so good. If that's not what you want, I don't know what you want. I then have this other Revolution palette. And then I have my Revolution Stove palette, which is also so good. As you can see, this drawer like is even more crazy than the second one. I don't even know where to start. So here I just have loads of eye products. I have an advent calendar liquid eyeshadow which I got in my calendar. I have a liquid eyeliner from Natural Collection. The Revolution, no, I've got the Soap & Glory Super Cat eyeliner, and then I have this eye primer, pencil eyeliner. Barry Take a Brow Eyebrow Gel, really good. Revolution Pro Brow Pomade, I've already showed that. Eyebrow pencil from Makeup Obsession. Brow palette, which is from Collection. I have a few Model Zone eyeshadows. I have Natural Collection eyeliner, which is white. I have a Revolution brow pencil, really good. Too Faced eye primer. Collection Glam Crystals liquid eyeliner. This is amazing. I have a few of these e.l.f. eyeshadows. I have a tinted brow gel, which is really good for Revolution. From Revolution. I have a Collection Fast Look eyeliner. Collection eyebrow gel. I have a sharpener in there. I have a Barry liquid glitter. I have a NYX glitter party. All my mascara. So I have Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. This is like my holy grail. It is the best thing to ever exist. It like separates, lengthens, volumizes, all at the same time. I have Collection clear mascara. I have a PS one. I have an e.l.f. one, an MUA one, another MUA one, this is so good. Like if you were to get a drugstore mascara, I'd recommend this. Also this Natural Collection one, I love it. And then I just have loads more Collection ones there. And then I have the Duo Lash Glue. Like I don't even need so many mascaras. I don't know why. I just built them up over time. Then here I have nail polishes. I'm not going to go through them, but I love nail polish. This is like my favourite nail polish ever. I would usually be wearing that one, but I'm wearing gold right now because of Christmas. But yeah, I love them. And then I also love the Barry Malted Metal, which is what I'm wearing right now, but I'm wearing the gold one, which is downstairs. I have lipsticks, lip liners, and as you can see, I have a lot. So I'm going to pick out my favourites because I'll be here forever if I go through everything. These are the lipstick I picked hard to show you that are my favourite. I also love the Kiko Matte Fusion, but I left it downstairs and I can't be bothered to get it. So I have the Makeup Obsession one. Actually, I'm really sorry. I don't know what shade this is, but I really like it. And then I have this Revolution one. The Too Faced Natural Nude Lipstick in the shade Pout About It. And then I have an MUA Luxe Lipstick. I have a NYX Lip Lingerie and a NYX Powder Puff Lippy in the shade Cool Intentions. As you can tell, I absolutely love nude lipsticks. Like these are so good, and I would definitely recommend all of them. So now I've got my drugstore palettes to show you. I've got the Revolution Rose Gold Chocolate palette. As you can see, I used to love this. This is a Revolution Nudes palette, which is also a chocolate one. And then I have this Revolution palette. I got off my sister for Christmas last year. I love this palette. I know it doesn't look like I use it that much, but I do use this a lot. Makeup Obsession Be In Love With palette, which I used to love this palette to death, and I still love it, but I don't use it that much anymore, but I love it still. Another Revolution Chocolate Bar palette, and I'm not sure which one this is. Chocolate Elixir palette. I have the W7 Colour Me Buff palette. I don't use this that much, but since I used to use this so much, but since I got the Naked 2, I don't use it as much, but I did use it in my drugstore versus high-end video. And then I have the Makeup Obsession Undercover palette, which I got, oh my god, I got this in my advent calendar on Christmas Day, so I haven't used it, but I've swatched it, and I can't wait to use this on my eyes. It's Collection Eyes Undercover palette, which is my first ever palette, and it's really similar to the Naked 3 actually. And then I have this PS palette, which my friend got me for Christmas last year. This shade smashed a bit, but this is a really cute palette. Like this was last year, I think. This is the Sleek Eye Divine palette, and this is really cute and little. Fourth and final drawer. You are not ready for this. This drawer is like, this drawer is beautiful. So this is a drawer where I keep all of my high-end palettes. So I might as well start here. So I have, let me move these out of the way. So I have all of my Naked palettes. I have Naked 1, Naked 2, Naked 3, Naked Cherry, and Naked Heat. So these are such good palettes. Like here is the Naked 1, and I'm going to show you these all on my lap. This palette is so nice. Like it's one of my favorite palettes. I'm using this like a lot at the moment because of winter. Like, if I just show you, like, these shades are incredible. Unfortunately, you can't buy this anymore because this did discontinue, but I bought it on Depop and it was completely sealed. It was brand new when I bought it. The colours are just so nice and wearable for every day. My Naked 2 palette. I literally can't open this. This is my Naked 2 palette. This is definitely my least favourite of the Naked palettes, but it's still really good. I do a load of neutral cool tone looks with this. Again, it's in my drugstore versus high-end video if you want to see me use this. But the colours in here are just so stunning and I just love them. The Naked 3 palette is one of my favourites. I actually wouldn't say I have a particular favourite. I think my favourite is probably the Naked Cherry, but this is the Naked 3 palette. It used to be my favourite palette, but the colours in here are really nice for springtime. Like, the colours are so pretty. Like, I would wear every single one of those shades. Maybe not this one, but I would wear pretty much all of them. This is actually one of my more out there palettes, but the colours in here are so nice. Like, I love this palette for all times of the year, and especially summer and autumn. And like, I can do so many different looks with this palette. I have done one on my channel. It's like in one of my get ready with me's, but oh my god, the palette is so nice. And if I just swatch you, like, I literally just touched it and look at that, it is so nice. And then finally I have my Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. This palette is beautiful. It's my newest addition. There's the brush. It's my newest addition in terms of Naked palettes. I got this, you can see me in the corner filming. I got this with my birthday money for my last birthday in October, and oh my god, like, the colours in here are so wearable. I use this pretty much every day. Like, every day that I don't have school, I will use this palette. I love the colours on it, and I like how they've upgraded to slightly more mattes in these, and I really want to do a video with this as well. Like, I love this palette so much. Too Faced Natural Eyes palette. The packaging of this is like so stunning. It feels like it seems very luxurious, the packaging. This is the palette. I use it quite a lot. Like, this palette is so nice, and the mattes don't actually show up that much and they're quite hard to blend, but I love the shimmers in this palette. It's really good and I absolutely love using it. This is the Zoeva Caramel palette. This is a mini one, and I actually got this for free. I actually got this for free because one of my favourite YouTubers was giving away some makeup, so we got to choose which one, and I got this one and I love it. Like, it's really good. I haven't had a chance to use this palette that much, but it's really nice, and I have used this pink shade in the corner as a blush and it's so pretty. And I have some Too Faced palettes. I have the Too Faced Natural Nudes palette. This is my newest addition to my makeup collection. I got this for Christmas, so I haven't only used this once, but look at how stunning that palette is. Like, I could not believe how pretty this palette is. Like, I used this shade when I used it, but like, oh my god. As you can tell, I love it, and I can't wait to use this a lot more. I'm probably going to use this so much. This is my Pride and Joy palette. It is just incredible. As you can see, that shade smashed, so that's a bit unfortunate. Those colours are so wearable. I use this so much. Like, this is probably one of my most used palettes. And then I have my favourite palette in the whole entire world, the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. From everything, from the packaging to the makeup to the way it smells to the way it works to the way it looks. I'm pretty sure you can tell I use this a lot. Like, the shades could look a bit better, but I love this palette. My favourite combination is like this shade with this shade, like this shade in the crease and this shade on the lid, or this shade in the crease, this shade on the outer third, and that shade all over the lid. Oh, that's so nice. Or sometimes I use these two shades together as well. This is just such a good palette. You can do so many different things with it. The Too Faced Christmas Cookie House Party. This is a face palette, but I keep it there because it goes with the others. If I can even open it. With a blush, a highlighter and a bronzer. The bronzer is so nice. Like, I love the bronzer. I also love the highlighter and the blush as well. It's got a little glitter palette. I use this all the time on special occasions, and I wore this shade, just this shade, on my birthday, and it's just so nice. This palette is so nice. That purple shade is quite nice as well, but I don't ever use it. Like, I love that copper shade right there, and then the pink ones and the browns. Oh my god, this palette is just so stunning and I love it. So this is the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. the colours in here are stunning. This is the one that in Arms and Gorgeous. That access shade is like so nice and yellow. I love it, and I use that a lot in the summer. So I have the 25B palette. This is so pretty. This is the rose gold one. This was one of my first ever Morphe palettes, and this just is so pretty. And as you can see, I use this so much. Morphe 350 palette. This was my first ever high-end product. I got this like 2 years ago and I still use it. Or maybe like I got this, yeah, so I got this palette 2 years ago and I still use this so much. I love like every single shade in this palette is wearable, and I would wear it. And I have used this I don't think I've ever shown you that I've used this, but like in vlogs when I'm doing a mini get ready with me, I've used this palette. So that is all my makeup. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you.